Alright guys, so we are finally decorating the living room. This is actually the earliest I've ever decorated for Christmas. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I do want to say that the end of this video is a full talk through. I point out all of the decor pieces, where I got them, so if you have any questions about that. Plus there's some things in that part of the video that you don't actually see in the beginning part, so stick around because I end up switching pillows and things like that and make different changes. So yeah, so that's going to be at the end. But the first place that I tackled is this console table in my living room, and you'll see that I actually spent several days decorating because my clothes end up changing. So for this particular day, I wanted to get started on this table, and I was actually just trying to put together things that I had on hand, but I still found myself making a trip to Hobby Lobby, so I picked up this garland and I picked up the letter blocks as well, and I thought that it turned out really, really cute. Also, this part, I'm talking because I decided to film a different way in the beginning, and then as I sat down to edit, I just decided to remove all the audio and just film a voiceover because several days into decorating this, I just stopped talking to the camera, so it just was gonna be weird, so I just decided to make it all a voiceover. So anyways, yeah, so you can see that I'm trying to decorate, and I go into detail about this in the end, but a lot has changed in my decor style for Christmas 2020 versus 2019. I've been around on YouTube for a very long time, in case you're new, so I have tons of decorating videos, tons of stuff from Christmas past, and they're all in playlist organized for you guys. But I will drop the 2019 house tour down below because it was a completely different house. This house that you're seeing me in now is my new house. I moved in February, so this is my first time decorating this space for Christmas, and I just absolutely love it. It's just been very magical for me, and I'm just very, very happy in this space. So I've been having like just a ball decorating. I've also already decorated the entryway and the media room, so if you've missed those, I'll link those down below as well. In the end of this video, I do dive in and talk about these pillowcases, so stick around so that you can hear what I have to say about them because I absolutely love them. And I think they're just the perfect way to go. But as I was saying, you know, this is my first time decorating in this house, and before I got started tackling how I wanted this year's space to look, I took a look back at my 2019 video and watched it, played it back, looked at everything. It was like my own way of actually doing inventory too, to see like what kind of decor I had and things like that. And I just felt like what I wanted differently this year for the living room was for the space to just flow naturally into a theme of some sort. Whether it was a pattern or a color, whatever that may be, I just wanted something like that because when I looked back at the 2019 video, I just thought that there was just random pieces just throughout the entire space, and I wanted to like pull that in and tighten that up a little bit. So I decided that I was going to really focus on the color red, and that's what you're gonna see here. You're gonna see me trying to pull that out and make it the focal color of the entire space. And I wanted to make sure that I did the same thing for my staircase. Last year, I this is the same garland that I used last year in the last house, which had a much bigger area to cover rather than this house, just because a lot of the stairs is like blocked by this wall. But so I'm reusing that garland and actually able to double layer it, so I thought it looked a lot nicer this year. So I loved seeing that happen and being able again to reuse previous decor. And then I wanted to switch out my bows. While I loved the red velvet bows, I always knew, even back at that house, that I always wanted ribbon with a longer tail. And so I wanted to make that happen this year, so I bought this gorgeous ribbon from Hobby Lobby, and I just made a bow and tied it with a little like zip type thingy, and then I just attached it to every like peak of the garland. And as you can see, it's another day because I'm wearing another outfit, and I'm tackling the fireplace at this point. And another thing that I wanted to do different this year as well compared to last year was I wanted for the fireplace to be more cohesive, to match the tree more, and for that I wanted to do a wreath that matched the garland. So the garland that I actually used last year in 2019, I kept fully intact. Like, I packed it away with the ribbon still in it, with the ornaments still attached to it. So all I had to do was basically just put it up onto the fireplace mantle. But what I didn't have last year was a matching wreath, and I had this extra wreath lying around. I actually used a bunch of these for like the outside of the house, and then I wasn't going to do that again this year in this house. So I repurposed it and found some extra ribbon lying around. So this ribbon, you'll see, goes throughout the tree, the garland on the fireplace mantle, plus I do another garland where the TV is, and I'm using all, again, the same ribbon so that it all flows together really nicely. And so I'm just adding this to the wreath, and then I added the wreath back to the window pane, and then I put that up on the fireplace. The other thing that I wanted to do new as well to the fireplace mantle was add some more of those little dangly looking ornaments. I don't really know what they're called. If you know, comment them down below. So those are new. I bought some additional ones this year at Hobby Lobby, and then the stockings are new as well. That, again, just going back to 2019, because I really wrote and created a brand new list of what I wanted to do differently this year, and stockings were one of the first things. I've always had these same stockings and tree skirts since like all of my daughter's childhood. And, you know, we're really big on tradition, so, you know, I have to admit, it was kind of hard to replace it, but we did, but we're still actually going to use our older stockings. So those are just going to hang there for decorative purposes, but the ones that we've always used since she was little, I am going to pull back out for Santa, you know? So yeah, so anyways, again, you see the red stocking, you see the red tree skirt, and that's how I'm trying to make sure that red becomes like the main color. And then I'm adding some, you know, blankets, and then I start working on the TV, which this part was hilarious because I was watching Christmas Vacation, which, by the way, is a tradition of mine. I've been doing this for a very, very long time. I can't even tell you how many years, but it's a very long time. And I always have to wear this sweater, and I always have to watch Christmas Vacation when I decorate the living room and the Christmas tree. So if I decorate any other space, I don't always have to do the same tradition, but for whatever reason, when it comes to the main tree, I have a whole system. Do you guys have a whole thing? Like, what is it that you do? Comment it down below so that I can see like what your traditions are, if you have any, or is like your tradition to do new things every year. How does it work for you guys? And then you can see here, like I mentioned, I'm adding that same ribbon garland, and I think it looked really nice. It just makes the whole space look decorative, but not overly busy because the same print is being used across different areas. So I think that while there is a lot of material, I suppose, I don't feel like it looks busy in my opinion. And as you can see, I've been decorating the main tree. I actually didn't get very many clips. I really kind of just like to decorate off camera, but this part was so hilarious I had to keep it in here, but my daughter's too much. And you should have seen what I had to clip out. Like, oh my gosh, I can't even deal with her. But anyways, yeah, so this is the final step in the process of decorating the main tree. I took my time. Something that I've done in the past is I tend to rush decorating the tree, and the last several years I've just been reminding myself, take your time, even if that means it doesn't all happen in one day, just because I struggle, you guys, with decorating a tree. I don't know how people can make them look so gorgeous, but I've openly talked about this in past Christmases on my channel, but anyways, so I'm gonna end the portion of this voiceover and then stick around because I'm about to walk you guys through so you can see how the couch turned out. Wait till you see the pillow change. Oh my gosh. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and we're about to get to that point now. I have finally finished decorating, so I wanted to go ahead and end this video with a little tour. So as you can see, we've got the garland stringing along the banister, and this is my favorite staircase that I've ever decorated. Obviously my first time also decorating in this home, and I'm absolutely thrilled with how it turned out. You can see that I placed a red bow at every peak of the garland. The garland is from Walmart and the bow is from Hobby Lobby. And I absolutely love how it turned out. Last year I did like the red velvet standard bows that you can get at like Walmart or Hobby Lobby. I really love those, but I've always wanted to have ribbon that just was very long, and or like the tails were long. So finally got to complete my vision this year and love how it turned out. I think it just really also showcases that red is the main color. So as you can see from this point of view here, we've got the console table here, and then we've got the main living area. So let's go ahead and turn to this table. And I feel like I really love how it turned out. Also, I think this is the first time you guys are seeing the lamps for the first time. So these are a new addition to the decor. I actually got them off of Amazon, and honestly, I actually was watching for them for my library, but I decided that they would actually look really good right here, and I love it. I didn't even realize that I really needed lamps here until I had them, and they actually give such a nice, cozy, ambient style, you know, I don't know, it just gives it that cozy factor, and I really love it. So I knew that I wanted to do the Mary sign, and I love how this turned out too. I repurposed these trees that I actually had them on the dining room table of the last house, and then you can see that I have like the little like faux snow blanket. I think I got that from Dollar Tree a couple years ago, and so I just wrapped it at the base, and I only had one, so you can kind of tell that it's like one stretched across. I think it would have looked a little bit better if I made like individual cuts, but I didn't have enough material to spread across the three. So next year I do imagine that I'll make like small minor little updates to that. And then we've got the red garland, which I really think this area needed that pop of red. And then I don't know if you saw, but I did. I added these on camera because after I stepped back, I also thought something red is missing from like this general area. And I found these ornaments that I used on my main tree last year, which is right behind us. But I wasn't going to use them this year, and I thought they would just look really cute. So it gives it that pop of red. I don't think there's enough red, but I think it's still cute. I don't know, comment and let me know what you guys think. And if you're wondering where I got the 3 trees from, I got them from Amazon. So I'll link them down below. The Mary block sign is from Hobby Lobby. So this walkthrough could be a little bit long because I do want to tell you guys where I got everything, because I know I'll be asked, and honestly, like, I would want to know too. So this garland is from Hobby Lobby, and it's really, really pretty. Has a felt detail to it, and then the wood beads in between. And then down here, I have these winter picks, and I think I got these from Hobby Lobby last year. And then we have the present metal boxes with a plaid trim, and I got those from the at-home store, I believe. Yeah, they were sold separately, and I don't even know if they have them this year because the at-home store does things in collections. So I'm not sure if those are still there for 2020, but I got them, I believe, in 2019. Okay, so then when we look up here, you can see that I added those red glittery picks. Those are from Hobby Lobby as well. And yeah, so here's the console table. I still didn't know what to do with that. I feel like I'll still be editing this space, so when I do a full Christmas house tour, you'll see little change-ups and things in that video that will be a couple weeks out. But overall, I think that this area turned out really, really cute. I love how the trees just really do all the talking. And then I also love that I have the mirror there so you can just see the reflection of this tree. So it's almost like there's multiple trees in the room. So I really like that as well. All right, now let's go ahead and turn this way and take our attention to the TV, where, as you saw, I took out my normal everyday greenery because I just didn't think it was wintry enough. So I went back to Hobby Lobby and I found these that matched, you know, the concept of this garland. And that's the one thing I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure that the green I was using all was cohesive. So if you watched my entryway, Christmas entryway, if you haven't, I'll link it down below. I did a flocked theme. So I made sure that all that greenery was flocked and matching. So I wanted to do the same thing with the greenery. So I found these picks at Hobby Lobby. They were $2.99 each, but they were 50% off, so they ended up being $1.50. I got 3 per vase. And then I really loved these picks. They're actually my top pick for the main tree, and I decided to add them here as well. And, you know, just pulling out that red again, trying to make that my focal color. And the new thing that I feel like I did this year was I feel like I have more of a cohesive theme this year compared to last year. If you go watch the 2019 house tour, it was just kind of like a bunch of things that I loved rather than, which there's nothing wrong with that, rather than, you know, a bunch of things that I love that I feel like all make sense and goes together. So I really love how this turned out. I love how there's that added height, because I did contemplate adding a wreath to those, but then I was like, but I'm going to do a wreath there, so I think that would be too much. And then I think doing this solved for that. And then, so this was my garland last year, okay? And I put it away all fully intact, so that I wouldn't have to rebuild it again this year. As you can see, I have like this red ribbon, and on top of that I layered this burlap ribbon with the red snowflakes. And I really thought I was going to replace the snowflake ribbon this year. I thought I was going to do the plaid, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I think that, I don't know, I just don't think I was ready to do a whole plaid thing. I know that doesn't make sense, but I'm glad for now that I stuck with this. And I knew once I pulled this out that I wanted the garland to where the TV was to be the same. I thought that it would look, again, just make it look like a full complete theme. So I added the ribbon to this garland that I had left over from Walmart, and then I added the red ornaments and the green ornaments. And then I did add these little things. I actually don't even know where I got those. Maybe Walmart, maybe Dollar Tree. And I just kind of added them so that you couldn't see this part, but I only had 3, so I just spaced it out, as you can see there. And I really love how it turned out. I don't know in the beginning of this video if you saw I had a different garland. I picked it out at Hobby Lobby, but then I realized it just wasn't gonna match. So I returned it and did this, and it just worked out. And then you can see I have that vase lining up with that one as well. And then over here are the blankets. I actually want to replace this one right here. So in the full Christmas house tour, you might see a new set of blankets, or maybe just the one there, but the green one's gonna stay. I love that green one. It's my everyday blanket, and I knew I was gonna put it over here. I think it looks really nice. And over in this section, I actually contemplated quite a bit. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and then I decided I'm gonna keep this area pretty simple. I'm gonna be replacing this lamp with something else in the future, and maybe even this end table. This is just what I had when I moved into the house, and I do love it. I think it might end up in my guest bedroom, but I definitely feel like I need a different lamp here, and there is one I'm looking at Amazon. I think it'll look really nice, but I don't think I'm gonna make the change soon, but you never know with me. But I do have another idea in mind that I want to add to this area, so hopefully I'll get it done before the full Christmas house tour, and you'll see what I'll do there. Now, let's get to the best part. Honestly, I wish you guys could just stand in here so that you can kind of see everything from a 360 view rather than what the camera's showing you. But the pillows really emphasize, obviously, because I mean it's just so bright and red and cheery. And if you go watch my 2019 house tour, I feel like the pillow game this year is so much better.
Now you're probably also noticing that pillow because I didn't film me putting it there. I had a different one. It was like an old pillow from my daughter's bedroom, but she's not doing like the red theme anymore. So I put it there just to kind of stage it. And I was like, you know what? I'm not feeling this. And I remembered the Rae Dunn pillow from Hobby Lobby, and I mentioned it in a vlog somewhere. And I said, I love that jingle pillow. And I did. I went back and got it. And yes, Rae Dunn is being sold at Hobby Lobby. And then we've got the red pillows and the plaid pillows, which those are my everyday pillows. And all I did was I went to Amazon and bought pillow covers. So it's such a great idea to do. That way you don't have to constantly buy pillows. And I mean, pillows take up a lot of storage space, okay? If you buy them for, holidays and just whatnot. This is just a really easy method. Plus, the cleaning of it is just even better, right? You just unzip it, throw it into the wash, and like, there you go. And it's also extremely cheap. So I will link these pillow covers down below for you. Those are not pillow covers, I don't think. Or are they? No, they are pillow covers. Yeah, those are pillow covers. I also got them from Amazon. But the Rae Dunn pillow is a full pillow in itself. But yes, but the plaid pillow covers also from Amazon. And then we have my red blanket, and this is from like TJ Maxx or Home Goods, something like that. And then just the red vibe. The kitchen hasn't been done yet. It's going to be a gingerbread theme, but there is red in that. So once this is all done, you'll be able to see like pops of red in the back, and I think it will look really nice and lovely. All right, now let's focus on the fireplace. As you can see, I decided that I wanted the wreath to match the garland as well. So I found some more of my snowflake ribbon, and this wreath I believe is from Hobby Lobby. It's where I get these wreaths that just like look plain like this. They're actually pretty inexpensive, and I just did the same ribboning, is that a word? And then I added my ornaments to it, and that was it. So I was able to change out the wreath that's normally there. And if you're wondering where I got this window pane, a lady off of like Facebook Marketplace made it for me. So she had actually screwed the original wreath that goes with it. So it was actually really easy for me to unscrew it and then just add this one to it. So I really love that. So it was the first time I've ever changed that ribbon out. The one thing I will say is that I don't feel like this fireplace is fully complete for me. I feel like something's missing down in here. Maybe something's missing here because I'm used to seeing those two tall pieces, but there's just not room for a thick base. Maybe for something else. Maybe I need to go get some like wooden trees with a thin base or something just to grab that height. And then you can see that I have new stockings this year. They are bright, they're red. Before it was like a very dark red, very dark green, and I knew I had to replace them this year. And I think they look absolutely lovely. They're from Hobby Lobby. They're $5 each because they're on sale. I love just the simple knitted look of them with the pom-pom detail. And then as you can see, I added these ornaments, and those are from Hobby Lobby as well. Also the ribbons, both the red part right here and the snowflake ribbon are from Hobby Lobby. And the garland is from Hobby Lobby as well because it lights up. Now this garland doesn't light up, it's from Walmart, but you can tell that they're the same like style, like greenery or whatever. But yeah, maybe again for my Christmas house tour, we might see an update here. I actually wanted to do like these faux like present boxes thing, but I don't know, maybe I'll get around to DIYing those. I'm not entirely sure. And here is the tree. So the tree I feel like looks a little bit crooked. I don't know why. Maybe the ground isn't leveled there. And I feel like I'm still going to be making a little bit of an update to this tree. but I kept it pretty simple. I just wanted all of the red and green ornaments on there. I wanted to get the ribbon on there. And then you can see I have the matching tree skirt that matches the stockings, also from Hobby Lobby. And then the new thing on this tree are these plaid stars. And those I got from Walmart. But next year, I do know that this tree will look different. I just had so much going on, and honestly, I feel like I got overwhelmed. So that's why I just decided to stick with the snowflake. Plus, I think it's really subtle. It has that pop of red in it as well. And I'm really happy I stuck with this for this year. But next year, I imagine that we could possibly be looking at a plaid theme. However, I feel like having it be plain red and then just having the pops of plaid here are enough. But I don't know. Comment and let me know. If I don't do a plaid ribbon next year, I will at least do the ribbon differently. Like, do you see how I did like the bubbles like this? I feel like I'll style it a little bit differently next year. The other thing that I feel like I need are some more of these ornaments. I need them to kind of fill up in here, because you can see that we need that like break of red and green. So I got those from Hobby Lobby, so I'll just make another trip and see if I can't find them. But then we've got, you know, my usual deer. These are also from Hobby Lobby. We've got these that I love these. They fill very nicely. I'm not sure where I got those. Maybe Hobby Lobby, maybe the at-home store. Then we've got these little fun burlappy curls or jute twine curls. And I like the way that they look in here. But overall, I really just wanted all of the plain ornaments to do all of the talking. I honestly just love how simple I think it looks from an ornament perspective. There's a lot of ornaments, but I don't think that the ornaments are overly flashy. I guess I like the simpler style. And I did have to decorate the back of this tree. So, and I realized I was running out of ornaments because I was only ever used to pretty much decorating only the front sides. But, you know, when you walk in, you can see the back of the tree. So I made sure to add some ribbon back here as well. And yeah, absolutely love how it turned out. Plus the top. The top, I don't know about you guys, but I still kind of struggle when decorating the top of the tree. It's not plugged in. There's not an extension cord, and I can't plug that into the cords in here because this tree wasn't built like that. It's like one of those automatic trees. I can't explain it, but when you connect each piece into its base, it just automatically turns on. I guess the wiring system is just different. So there's not like that standard plug thing in there. So I have to get an outlet, which I did that same thing last year. So it's not lit up, but what I was trying to say is I've never known how to decorate the top. I do like the stuff coming off of the top. I know that's really trendy, but I also like tradition. So I wanted to add the star to the top, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And I did get that star tree topper from Amazon as well. But anyways, that's it, you guys, for the living room. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Comment down below. Let me know what your favorite thing about this living room is. Is it the couch section? Is it the tree? Is it the table? Is it the fireplace? Is it the TV behind me? But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed. I know this was a longer video, and I'll see you soon for the kitchen. Bye.